At number 5 is Miyake-jima, a volcanic island located about 180 kilometers south of Tokyo, Japan. Surrounded by beautiful blue waters and stunning natural scenery, Miyake-jima looks like the perfect tropical getaway. But appearances can be deceiving. This island is home to Mount Oyama, one of Japan's most active volcanoes. For centuries, volcanic eruptions have shaped the island's landscape and threatened the people who live there. Throughout its history, Mount Oyama has erupted multiple times, covering parts of the island in ash and forcing residents to adapt to life under the constant threat of volcanic activity. However, one eruption stands out above all others. In the year 2000, Mount Oyama experienced a major eruption that dramatically changed life on the island. Huge amounts of volcanic ash were released into the sky, but the greatest danger came from something invisible. The eruption released massive quantities of sulfur dioxide gas into the atmosphere. This toxic gas spread across the island, creating dangerous conditions for everyone living there. As gas levels continued to rise, authorities made the difficult decision to evacuate the entire population of Miyake-jima. Thousands of residents were forced to leave their homes and abandon the island. For years, nobody knew when it would be safe to return. Eventually, residents were allowed back, but life was very different. Many people were required to carry gas masks at all times in case sulfur dioxide levels suddenly increased. Warning systems were installed across the island, constantly monitoring air quality and alerting residents to potential dangers. Even today, volcanic gases can still be detected on the island, and Mount Oyama remains an active volcano. Despite these risks, people continue to live on Miyake-jima. At number 4 is an island famous for one of the most feared predators in the animal kingdom. At number 4 is Ramri Island, located off the coast of Myanmar. At first glance, Ramri Island appears to be a beautiful tropical destination. Surrounded by lush forests, winding rivers, and vast mangrove swamps, it looks like the kind of place that belongs on a travel postcard. But hidden within these remote waterways lives one of the most dangerous predators on Earth. Ramri Island is home to the saltwater crocodile, the largest reptile in the world. These massive creatures can grow over 6 meters, or 20 feet, in length and weigh more than 1,000 kilograms. Their enormous size alone is enough to make them terrifying, but what truly makes them dangerous is their incredible hunting ability. Saltwater crocodiles are apex predators, meaning they sit at the very top of the food chain. They are masters of stealth and patience. Often, only their eyes and nostrils remain visible above the water as they silently wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. When the moment comes, they can launch themselves from the water with astonishing speed, catching their prey completely off guard. Their bite is one of the most powerful in the animal kingdom, capable of crushing bone with ease. The mangrove swamps surrounding Ramri Island provide an ideal environment for these predators. The dark water, thick vegetation, and narrow channels create countless hiding places where crocodiles can remain almost impossible to spot. Anyone traveling through these waters must remain constantly alert, as danger can be lurking just beneath the surface. Over the years, the island has gained a reputation for being one of the most dangerous islands on Earth, attracting attention from explorers, historians, and wildlife enthusiasts alike. Even today, the thought of navigating its crocodile-filled waterways is enough to make most people think twice. While Ramri Island is certainly a dangerous place, it still doesn't compare to the island at number 3. Because the next island is so dangerous that access is heavily restricted, and it's home to thousands of venomous snakes living in one small area. At number 3 is Snake Island, officially known as Ilha de Queimada Grande. Located about 35 kilometers off the coast of Brazil, this small island may look like a tropical paradise from a distance. Surrounded by blue ocean waters and covered in dense vegetation, it seems like the perfect place for nature lovers. But appearances can be deceiving. Snake Island is considered one of the most dangerous islands on Earth because it is home to thousands of venomous snakes. Among these snakes is the golden lancehead, a species found nowhere else in the world. The golden lancehead is one of the most venomous snakes on the planet. Its venom is so powerful that it can cause severe tissue damage and serious medical emergencies within a short period of time. Because the island is isolated from the mainland, these snakes evolved separately for thousands of years. With very few natural predators and an environment perfectly suited to their survival, their population grew rapidly over time. Today, snakes can be found throughout the island's forests, rocky areas, and vegetation. In some locations, There are so many snakes that finding a place to walk safely becomes nearly impossible. The island's dangerous reputation has spread around the world, turning it into one of the most feared locations in Brazil. Due to the extreme risk posed by these venomous snakes, access to the island is heavily restricted. Only a small number of authorized researchers and scientists are allowed to visit under special circumstances. For everyone else, stepping foot on Snake Island is strictly prohibited. At number 2 is North Sentinel Island. Located in the Bay of Bengal, North Sentinel Island is one of the most isolated and mysterious places on Earth. From above, the island looks like a tropical paradise. Dense forests cover the land, and beautiful beaches surround its coastline. But unlike most islands, this is a place where outsiders are not welcome. North Sentinel Island is home to the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world. Experts believe the Sentinelese have lived on the island for thousands of years, largely untouched by modern civilization. Very little is known about their language, culture, or daily life because they have consistently rejected contact with the outside world. Whenever outsiders have attempted to approach the island, the tribe has often responded by defending their territory. Because of this, the Indian government has established a protected zone around the island and made it illegal for visitors to come close. The purpose of these restrictions is to protect both the Sentinelese people and outsiders. Since the tribe has lived in isolation for so long, exposure to modern diseases could have devastating consequences for them. As a result, North Sentinel Island remains one of the least explored places on the planet. Even today, many questions about the island remain unanswered. What is daily life like for the Sentinelese? How have they survived for thousands of years without outside assistance? And what secrets might still be hidden within the island's dense forests? These mysteries have fascinated people around the world for decades. Its isolation, restricted access, and mysterious inhabitants make North Sentinel Island one of the most fascinating and dangerous islands on Earth. But despite its reputation, North Sentinel Island is only number 2 on our list, because the island at number 1 has a history unlike any other place on Earth. At number 1 is Bikini Atoll, located in the Marshall Islands in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. At first glance, Bikini Atoll looks like a tropical paradise. Crystal clear blue waters, beautiful coral reefs, and peaceful lagoons make it seem like one of the most beautiful places on Earth. But beneath its beauty lies a dark and dangerous history. Between 1946 and 1958, Bikini Atoll became the site of 23 nuclear weapon tests. During this period, some of the most powerful nuclear explosions ever created were detonated in and around the islands. The tests were conducted as part of efforts to study the effects of nuclear weapons, forever changing the region. One of the most famous explosions was Castle Bravo, a test conducted in 1954. The explosion was far more powerful than scientists expected and became one of the largest nuclear detonations ever carried out by the United States. The blast released enormous amounts of energy and radioactive material into the environment. As a result, local residents were forced to leave their homes and relocate to other islands. Many families were never able to permanently return to the place where they had lived for generations. The nuclear testing program left a lasting impact on Bikini Atoll and turned the islands into a symbol of the destructive power of nuclear weapons. Today, the atoll is known for its stunning scenery and underwater shipwrecks, attracting divers from around the world. Yet despite its peaceful appearance, its history remains impossible to ignore. What looks like paradise on the surface was once the site of some of the most powerful explosions in human history. The combination of nuclear testing, environmental damage, and its lasting legacy makes Bikini Atoll one of the most infamous islands ever known. And for those reasons, Bikini Atoll takes the number 1 spot on our list of the most dangerous islands on Earth. So, which island surprised you the most? Would you visit any of these islands if you had the chance? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.